All I can say really is thank God for the editing process, otherwise I'd look like an idiot. Dash in the car. We're going to seat the bracket into the column, and then we're going to do the 4 screws that hold the top of the dash in, and then we'll cover the bottom portion of it. Every car is a little bit different. This car has no HVAC, no radio, so this is as simple as it's going to get. On your car, you're going to want to get the dash in the car first, then attach your wiring harness to the back of the dashboard. But on this car, because it's fairly bare bones, the only wiring hanging is pretty much for the steering column controls, the blinkers, and the gauge cluster. So on yours, it's going to be a bit more complicated than this, but the steps to get the dash in the car will be the same. I work from the left to right, try to get the dash resting on the steering column and the firewall where it bolts to. That way you can seat the bracket and the dash will be stable. Once your dashboard is stable, you can start reinstalling the screws that hold the dashboard to the firewall. Be careful when tightening them. You don't want to go too tight, as you will crack the dash cover and waste a bunch of time and effort. Right here, I made a really silly mistake. The tab that goes on top of the bracket next to the glove box. When you're under the dash, you'll see it. The dash was sitting on top of that bracket, and I didn't notice. So the dash fit funny, and I couldn't figure out why. All right, so the dash is in. It's not going anywhere. Now we're going to go through, reconnect our ground wires, and while the bottom of the dash is somewhat movable, then we will go through and reconnect our convenience center and reconnect our lights. This wiring here goes into our gauge cluster for our headlight switch and the wiper switch. So we'll pull that up there. If wiring isn't something you're very comfortable with, or if it's a source of anxiety, just take a piece of painter's tape and label which each one of these harnesses go to. Example, your convenience center, your headlight switch, wipers, etc. Your door ding modules usually in it bolts behind the dash right there. And from the factory, it uses 2 7mm screws. I hate 7mm. I can never seem to find a 7mm socket when I need to. So we're going to replace those with flange head Phillips screws. They're the right size as far as the thread goes. So yeah, it's just going to make life easier if I've ever got to take the dash out of the car. And as you can see, I'm not that worried about originality in this case. But we're going to cut that out of the video, mainly because none of you want to watch me lay on the floor upside down to put 2 screws in. And I don't want to watch that either. So yeah, all the wiring is where it needs to be for the convenience center, headlight switch, gauge cluster, etc. I threw the bolt in the driver's side, so that's there. And we just need to put our the bolt in the center of the dash and on the outside, on the passenger side. At this point, the dash is successfully reinstalled into the car. Simply put your glove box back on and admire your hard work. In the next video, we're going to show you how to build your own gauge cluster out of a pile of parts. As always, thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments if you've got any questions, or feel free to give us a phone call.